So I saw a blog, ne, and I read it and I found it interesting, you know what I'm saying? So I don't want you guys to look at me like, hi, Ryan Dog, you have a big platform. You don't do these things, man. Don't be promoting this corruption and stuff on your page. I just want you guys to hear me out because me, I'm a spontaneous person, ne? And me, I like when I read it, there's some points I agreed and some points I was just like, oh, hi, Marakela, So this is a blog. If you guys want to search it, I'll put a link or there, whatever, ne? But it's by Elaine Yusuf and she posted this thing in April sometime ago in April. So the blog is called The Importance of Flirting with Others When You're in a Relationship, right? That's what it's called, right? So I don't want you guys to fight me and be like, it's me saying these things. Like, it came from Elaine Yusuf. I don't know if it's a male or female, because you know these days, gender neutrality, what, class control, pedal, and what, ne? So yeah, it says, ne? Bad majority of the people in a relationship reading this just raise their eyebrows with the look of disapproval. That was me the first time I saw it. I was like, there's another one, another fab out here trying to play, trying to make a man stupid, yeah, trying to make a man dumb, trying to cover up why you being a hoe. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I said, first thought that probably popped into their minds was, but I'm in a relationship, I shouldn't flirt, right? So it says, relationship, however, never come with a signed contract that states we must be stripped of all our sexual traits. As human beings, our sexuality exists whether we're single, or you're in a relationship. What the hell is single? What the hell is single? Settling down doesn't mean we must convince ourselves that other person isn't attractive. And honestly, I'm a believer of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you guys have watched my videos and you've seen my stuff, I'm always the type of person who's been like, you know what? We're human. You will find someone else attractive, even if you're in a relationship, even if you love your partner and you're head over heels. You mustn't get into a relationship thinking that you won't find another person attractive. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna find other people attractive, whether you're in a relationship or not. Like, I'm a believer of that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. When you're in a relationship, you have an intense connection with your partner that no one else can infiltrate. True. But it's quite possible and absolutely normal you feel a minor connection with someone else down the road. Huh? Hey, when I read that, I was like, okay, makes sense. Like, it makes sense. Dude, there is people that you meet in your life. Like, even if you are dating along, like, there is some people you feel a connection towards, but then the connection between you and your partner is unique. You know what I'm saying? Like, the connection you find with this person, you might feel like a more warmth and like, towards them, but you don't feel like, yo, man, I'm trying to suck that balls, man. To the balls. To the ball. How does that song go? To the sweat drips up my ball. I don't know how that song goes. You know what I'm saying? Or is it, let me try and sing one of the female ones. Get your body in the wap for this way air gushy. Get it, wah. You know what I'm saying? You don't think like that, you know what I'm saying? But it says like you might feel a connection with someone, and I do believe in that also. Like, we're human, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're not gonna meet one person and somehow by default, this is your person. Like, you just have that connection with this, like, okay, you do, but there's other people that you meet down the road that's like somewhere, you know what I'm saying? Like, when I say flirting with others, I don't mean picking up a bunch of people and getting their phone numbers, right? There's a quite fine line between flirting and cheating. Even if flirting has obvious boundaries, one shouldn't be exchanging phone numbers and going out with someone else. That's obvious. Like, if guys, of course, if me, I'm gonna be flirting with you, I'll be talking to someone and I find attractive, and we get from maybe Messenger, Instagram, or whatever, and we go to the WhatsApp. That's where stuff gets more personal. That's like basically you now in my bedroom or you're chilling in my car. I'm more close in comfort with you. Hey, it can go down anytime. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, if you're gonna be linking up, eventually that what's happening online is gonna get, you know what I'm saying? And before you know it, I'm like, and like, you always tell me about this mouth. Show me today what this mouth can do before you know it. Baby, it was a mistake. It wasn't a mistake. It was built up to that because you changed numbers and you were linking up and blah, blah. Now it's cheating. There's a fine line. You know, there's a fine line between flirting and cheating. Like, hey, don't play. I get what you're saying there. Whether you and your partner decide to start flirting with others, or you choose to flirt without discussing it, flirting is pivotal. Here's why. Yeah, also I want to make a side note on it. Like, you know what? I feel like if you should be open to your partner and tell them, if you're gonna be speaking to other people, you need to tell your partner, and they need to be understanding of it. If they're not, ek weet die dog, ek weet die. I don't know what to say to you, but I feel like it should be an open discussion that you guys have. And if you do decide to do it on the low, you know, when they do catch you, it's gonna be hectic. Like, it's gonna be fights on fights on fights, fights on fights on fights. Okay, so yeah, the first one says feeling confined. The idea of being in a relationship is often associated with the notion of being trapped, right? As soon as the initial euphoric stage of a relationship ends, partners start to feel trapped. Having feelings for someone else is viewed as a mental or emotional cheating, and we tend to restrict ourselves from being interested in other people. Well, why should we restrict ourselves in the first place? The more you try to control the most basic needs, the more you see yourself trapped in a relationship. If you feel attraction towards someone else, just go ahead and talk to him or her, right? Honestly, in some piece like that, I feel it's true. You know what I'm saying? Because if you if you find someone attractive, you know what I'm saying, and you're trying to force yourself not to find this person attractive, eventually you start hallucinating your thoughts, and you're just like, you know what I'm saying? And like, you start thinking about being with this person on the low, and you know what I'm saying? But if you take the opportunity and go speak to this person, before you know it, this person that you thought you wanted to, hey, bang, bang, might literally just be a normal person. You realize it's just a feeling. It fades like almost immediately. You don't feel this person anymore. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you might even feel this person, but like, it fades over time. It fades. You don't feel for them. You're just like, nah. But the more you're trying to cap it, it's like you're trying to block it, it explodes. It's like piling up emotions. When you pile it up too much, it explodes. You know what I'm saying? The second point, number 20, says it's psychological. Once you approach and talk to someone else, you will notice that once the conversation is over, your attraction will slightly fade. What I just said, you know what I'm saying? That's what I've noticed on my side. Like, your attraction literally starts to fade. Né? We've all heard the saying, you want what you can't have. The major reason why we like others while we're in a relationship is because we subconsciously believe we can't talk, flirt, hang out, or hang out with someone we're attracted to, which I feel like it's messed up. You shouldn't feel like you're in a cage or in a trap in a relationship. Like, that's when you want to do stuff. This is when you start messing around. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't be feeling like you're in a trap. Like, I'm honestly the type of person be like, you know what? If I'm with my partner, like, I literally told my partner, listen here, if I ever feel like cheating, you know what I'm saying? If I'm ever feeling like cheating and I go out, like I'm gonna break up with you, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna break up with you, I'm gonna end stuff, because I'm not gonna go out and do you dirty by someone else and then come back to you, and then go out and then come back to you and go. No, I'm rather gonna go out and figure out what's wrong with me as a person, like, that made me have a good person but still wanted to seek it outside, you know what I'm saying? Because the problem is with you, you know what I'm saying? The problem is with you when you do something like that. So I've always been the person like, nah, you don't do that with someone. So I've always told my partner, yo, I'll break up with you if I have to go out, you know, and I'm gonna go sleep with someone. Like, and if I do sleep with someone, I'm not coming back to you, you know what I'm saying? Unless a whole boundary or some discussion is getting head in, like, it's just the connection is too intense for us. But when I do decide I'm gonna break up with you and I'm gonna sleep with someone else, I'm not coming back, you know? Like, I feel like it's morals that I've set for myself, and I would like someone to do that for me also, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you're gonna go out and you're gonna cheat or sleep with someone else, just vi, like, don't, like, save me the emotional damage and vad. Don't come, like, hey, don't let serial killers and let us start marking each other, you know what I'm saying? Therefore, the thought of cheating keeps growing, and we start looking for exits or in order to break free. The solution to silencing those thoughts is to flirt. Once you do, you realize the idea of being trapped was just all in your head. And I like what she's saying here in regards to when you're feeling trapped. Like, it's like when I said earlier about the emotions. Like, when you pile up your emotions and you don't speak and communicate, eventually it explodes like a volcano. It explodes. It's gonna erupt. You know what I'm saying? So now you're fighting. You're doing unnecessary arguments in fact, just because you want to break up. You just want to leave from this relationship, and now because of this emotions of I can't speak to someone, I can't. it builds up, you know what I'm saying? Because now you're feeling trapped and now you're arguing with the person to leave. And then when you leave, you realize that what you wanted the outside wasn't there, you know what I'm saying? Or maybe you even might, like the emotions might have built up to the point where you actually go and cheat. And then afterwards, most of the time, people feel like, yo, this wasn't worth it. This literally wasn't worth it. Like, I thought it would be, but it isn't. But now you lost a good partner, you lost it just because you put yourself in a trap position of, I can't speak to someone else. You know what I'm saying? I like that point. Number 3 says, two separate individuals. Né? Being separate individuals mean we are all free. You and your partner cannot act as one unit in all parts of life. You are free to flirt, talk, and like other people, right? Not crossing the line of flirting into cheating has to do with respect, and freedom won't extend that far if you respect your partner enough, which is true. You know what I'm saying? If you love your partner and you're there for your partner, you're not gonna let it get to that. And if it does get to that point, I feel like you just leave. You know, you just get to that, like you tell yourself, you know what? Nah, like. Being one unit 24/7, your partner cannot and will not be able to continue giving you the attention and confidence boost you need, but others certainly can. When you flirt with other people, you get an enormous boost of self-confidence, knowing that you're still desirable and trapped in your and not trapped with your partner. Independence is a major key in a relationship to a relationship success. If you can't hold your partner. If you can't hold, guys, I don't know what happened. I feel like I'm in school now. I'm just stressing. If you can't hold on to your independence in a relationship, don't settle down in any kind of commitment. And I feel like that's very true, you know? Like, I feel like you should feel independence. I've always been a speaker of that also. You're your own person, you know? Don't pause your life or throw your whole life away for your partner. And the same for them, you know what I'm saying? You are your own person, they are their own person. You'll come together to create an empire, you know? But that empire is not going to be built if you're just working an empire, and when you just want to pull back up, but you don't have your stuff, and now you're starting to feel like, yo, I should have been doing this, I should have been there in my life, I should have been this, blah, blah, blah. Before you start knowing, it's going to turn into resentment, and you guys are going to start arguing and start fighting because you're going to be like, my life has come to a pause since I've been with you. I have not done much for myself since I've been with you. No, you don't do that, you know? Like, there should be boundaries. You should be doing you. They should be doing them. And you guys are going to come together to build your unit. You know what I'm saying? That's what I believe in also, like, right? It's a test. Sometimes flirting with other people will make you appreciate your current partner more, right? Some people already know their partner's worth, but the majority of people forget why they're involved in a relationship with their partner in the first place. The word partner wasn't there, but I said it. Flirting with other people can act as an indirect test to see if you're committed to your partner or not. If you are, you undoubtedly won't be tempted to move from flirting to the stage of cheating stage. Furthermore, you realize the truth about flirting with other people is only a temporary distraction. Honestly, this blog, I feel like, is someone who's been flirting and hoeing, and now they're trying to be like justifying their whole ways, you know? I feel like they try to justify their whole ways, but some points and stuff they're saying, like, it's facts, you know what I'm saying? Because this is where you know. But I don't feel like you test your loyalty by go flirting with people and talking to different people. Because honestly, if you're gonna be doing that, eventually you are gonna get that person that's just gonna be like, yo. Because some people are smooth operators when it comes to their mouths and talking, you know what I'm saying? Before you know it, you're gonna be hopping on them and, you know, pomper lomper, you know, before you know it, you know? So I feel like this person was playing on fine lines. You were playing on fine lines of when you're speaking it. But I do believe there's a fine line. I say you can speak to other people. I don't say go flirt with other people. I say you can speak to other people. Especially if the person is attractive, if the person is another gender, speak to them. You know what I'm saying? You can be friendly, but there should be a boundary. Like, they should know where stuff ends. You know, like, yo, no, you know, because I have a partner, you know? And if you allow them to cross that boundary, obviously, you know what you want. You know, you want some shit. Number 4 says flirting is fun. Being in a relationship doesn't mean you must stop having fun. Remember how enjoyable and exciting it was when you first met your partner, the gazing, the teasing, the games, etc. The honeymoon stage feelings don't last with the long-term partners. They soon fade away and they start along another route. Now, see, that's the problem. You see, it's like, it's flirting. She says flirting is fun, number 4. Dude, how are you going to say that? Because it started like it. It started with the teasing, the flirting, the gazing, right? You know what I'm saying? And before you know it, you're gonna be doing the same things that you do with your partner with that other person, you know. So I'm disagreeing a bit here with this, because okay, she's trying to just, like, I don't know who this gender is, right? But they're trying to justify the beginning of the post by saying that, yo, don't move to numbers and what. But if you're flirting on a specific platform, eventually, like, and I know women are very emotional. Some people are very emotional, like, especially 21st century dudes, also emotional beings, you know what I'm saying? So eventually there's specific platforms, teasing, gazing, and what, but it's gonna convert into another platform, and another platform is gonna lead to your linking, and before you and after linking, we all know what it leads to. And then if your partner doesn't know, like you said in the beginning, if you're not gonna talk to your partner about it, it's gonna go down. You know what I'm saying, right? Why not act on these feelings with someone new for a few moments? You don't forget your partner is the one you come back home to. Flirting with other people while in a relationship is a personal decision. If you don't feel the need to flirt, that means you are completely content and settled. But if you're up for some fun and you start feeling trapped in your relationship, go flirt. Draw boundaries and continue loving your partner. Good luck. Yeah, I don't know. You guys can tell me how you feel about it. You guys can holler at me and tell me how you feel about that situation. I like this post. I'm not gonna lie to you. I like this post because certain things I do agree with, but certain things I also don't fuck with, because certain things is gonna lead to certain things. So, it is a fine line. It's a fine line. But here she says flirting, and I'm like, I feel talking. Me on my side, I say talking to other people is dope. Talking to other people is alright, you know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't mean you're always trying to do something, especially if that person does feel attractive. Like, when you speak to someone attractive, you as a person, like, you gain the confidence of not being shy or being in your shell and what, but it doesn't mean you're trying to bang this person. Like, you should be loving and content with your partner. Like, don't get it to the point of where you're flirting and taking it to platforms, and because, like, I do believe it, flirting, it starts, and before you know it, dude, you're not gonna flirt with someone for 6 months continuous and think it's not gonna lead to something. You're gonna lead to something, and it's gonna something is gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, if you guys wanna go check this post out, you can check it out. It's by Elaine Yusuf. She posted it on the Elite Daily. So yeah, I don't know how you guys feel. You guys can comment and tell me how you feel and what's your POV regarding this. People in relationship, y'all holler at me and tell me what's your POV regarding this. But yeah, I'm not against it. I'm not fully 100%. I'm like 50-50 on this post. I like some things, and some things I'm just like, man. Cause some people be out here be slick. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, guys, Ryan D. Outie.